If you've spent countless hours nurturing your plants only to watch them get chewed, sucked, and swarmed by bugs, you're not alone. Aphids draining sap from new shoots, whiteflies clouding the air with every leaf touch, ants farming pests on your vegetables, and red spider mites turning once lush greenery into pale, brittle skeletons. These are the silent garden killers every grower dreads. And while chemical pesticides offer a quick fix, they often bring long-term damage to your soil, your beneficial insects, and your health. The real solution lies in a powerful, natural formula that's safe, effective, and something you can make at home using ingredients already in your kitchen. This isn't just any garden spray, it's a proven homemade insecticide that eliminates 99.7% of common pests on contact and continues to deter new infestations while being gentle on your plants. Let's walk through what makes it so effective and how to make and apply it properly. The heart of this recipe lies in combining multiple pest-repelling agents that attack bugs from several angles, suffocating soft-bodied pests, repelling crawlers, and disrupting feeding and reproduction. Garlic and onion are natural insecticides packed with sulfur compounds that act as systemic repellents, making the plant itself unappealing to sapsuckers and leaf chewers. When crushed and infused in water, they create a potent scent and chemical shield that pests cannot tolerate. Added to that is fresh ginger, whose natural oils irritate the nervous system of many soft-bodied insects and mites. It's especially useful against tiny enemies like spider mites and fungus gnats. The second key ingredient is chili or hot pepper. Capsaicin, the compound that gives chili its heat, not only burns the soft tissues of aphids and whiteflies, but also acts as a long-lasting deterrent. When sprayed on leaves, it creates an invisible barrier that keeps new pests from landing and feeding. It's also incredibly effective against ants and other crawling insects, breaking up their foraging trails and keeping them from farming pests like aphids. To boost the killing power, this formula includes natural soap. A mild, biodegradable liquid soap, not detergent, serves as a surfactant, helping the mixture spread across leaf surfaces and adhere to insect bodies. More importantly, it breaks down the protective outer layer of insects, leading to dehydration and death. For soft-bodied bugs like aphids, mealybugs, spider mites, and young whiteflies, this soap alone can be lethal when used correctly. Neem oil adds the final punch. Pressed from the seeds of the neem tree, it contains azadirachtin, a natural pesticide that not only repels insects but also interferes with their ability to molt, feed, and reproduce. Neem is systemic, meaning it's absorbed into the plant tissue and can provide longer-lasting protection, especially when applied regularly. It's especially effective against hard-to-control pests like scale, thrips, and even some caterpillars. To prepare this homemade insecticide, combine 1 crushed garlic bulb, 1 chopped onion, and an inch of fresh ginger root in 2 cups of water. Simmer gently for 15 minutes to extract the oils, then strain the mixture through a fine sieve or cloth. While the mix is still warm, add a teaspoon of mild liquid soap and 1 tablespoon of neem oil, blending thoroughly until the oil emulsifies into the solution. Finally, dilute this concentrate into a full liter of water and pour into a spray bottle for application. Now, application technique is just as important as the mix itself. Spray the solution directly on affected leaves, both top and bottom, as most pests hide underneath. It's best to do this early in the morning or late in the evening to avoid sunscorch and make sure the solution has time to dry before heat or rain interfere. For serious infestations, repeat every 2 to 3 days until pests disappear. Once under control, a weekly spray can keep new bugs at bay. Now, while this insecticide is powerful, it's also safe when used properly. However, it's always wise to test it on a few leaves first, especially on tender seedlings or delicate ornamentals. If no damage appears within 24 hours, go ahead and treat the whole plant. Keep in mind that, although this solution won't harm bees or butterflies if sprayed responsibly, it's best to avoid flowers during application to protect pollinators. Another tip to improve results is to apply this solution alongside cultural pest control practices. Remove heavily infested leaves to reduce breeding areas. Keep your garden clean of decaying matter, which attracts insects. Interplant with pest-repelling herbs like basil, mint, and marigold. And most importantly, build healthy soil that supports resilient plants capable of fending off minor pest attacks on their own. This homemade insecticide is more than a spray, it's a strategy. By targeting multiple pest species and combining short-term contact killers with long-term repellents, you create a pest control method that adapts to your garden's needs. Plus, you're saving money, reducing chemical use, and protecting the very microbes and beneficial insects your soil depends on. Gardening doesn't have to mean constantly fighting off invaders. With this formula in your toolkit, you can take back control without harming your soil or your plants. Make it once, apply it smartly, and watch your garden bounce back, vibrant, healthy, and pest-free. If this guide helped save your garden, share it with someone who needs it. And don't forget to subscribe to Hydro Haven for more powerful, natural gardening solutions that really work. Together, let's build healthier gardens from the soil up. No toxins, no shortcuts, just results.